Have you ever seriously misread a situation? I work in an office, doing fairly standard office stuff. I spend most of my day at a computer, answering emails and attending meetings. There is a woman who also works in my office. She is in a different department than me, but our departments sometimes collaborate on projects. I do not know her well, we have only spoken a handful of times. A few weeks ago, I was in the break room making coffee. She was in there too, getting water. She made a comment about how the coffee always tastes burnt. I agreed with her, because the coffee often does taste burnt. We chatted for a few minutes about the coffee situation in the office, and about how we both wished we had a better coffee maker. It was a short, casual conversation, and I did not think much of it. The next day, I got an email from her. The email was about a project that our departments were working on together. At the end of the email, she wrote that she was free for lunch if I wanted to discuss the project further. I thought that was nice of her, as we have worked together previously and she never wanted to get lunch. I replied to the email, and said that lunch would be great. We went to a sandwich shop near our office. We talked about the project for a bit, but then the conversation shifted to other things. She asked me about my weekend plans, and I asked her about hers. She laughed a lot at my jokes, and I thought things were going pretty well. I started to think she might be interested in me. I'm not usually one to assume that a woman is interested in me, but she seemed very friendly. Over the next couple of weeks, we got lunch a few more times. Each time, the conversation seemed to flow easily. I started to get more confident that she was interested in me. I decided to ask her out on a real date. At our most recent lunch, I asked her if she wanted to go to dinner with me sometime. She smiled and said that she would love to. I was very happy. I made a reservation at a nice Italian restaurant. I was looking forward to it. I picked her up from her apartment, and we drove to the restaurant. We were seated, and ordered our food. About halfway through the meal, she said, "I have something I need to tell you." I was nervous, but I was also excited. I thought she was going to tell me that she had feelings for me. Instead, she said, "I'm so glad we became friends. My husband has been wanting to meet you." I was completely stunned. She then explained that she felt awkward introducing me to her husband since we are only colleagues. Her husband walked over to our table. Turns out, her husband also works in our office, but in a different department from both of us. I had never met him before. He thanked me for being such a good friend to his wife. I felt like an idiot. The rest of the dinner was incredibly awkward. I paid the bill and took her home. I have not spoken to her since. I have also avoided her husband in the office. I now understand I misread everything.